Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this week's Friday show. I'm Colin O'Guire with World News. Russia has some interesting strategies in its war with Ukraine. In most parts of Ukraine, Russia is sending troops out due to being mismatched in numbers. But while Russia is retreating from eastern Ukraine, it is still a force to be reckoned with. The eastern village of Paklavia was the most recent city to be taken by Russian troops. Brutal battles like this one have caused many casualties for the Russian army and have been an embarrassment for Russian President Vladimir Putin. Ukraine, on the other hand, has been lifted by recent positive events. President Joe Biden has announced that his administration has set aside an additional $400 million for Ukraine's security aid. The Germans have also announced something similar. In other news, the U.S. election could have a major impact worldwide. Currently, the U.S. is dominated by Democrats, with the House, Senate, and presidency all controlled by the Democratic Party, something that is not very common. But after this election, things could be very different. Rachel is up next to fill in on how the count goes so far. Rachel?
Thanks, Colin. First, I want to give a shout out to all veterans. Today is Veterans Day, a day we celebrate all those who fought for the freedoms we enjoy. Veterans Day was first celebrated in 1947, but it was originally Armistice Day that honored the end of World War I. So, veterans, thank you for your service. The polls closed at 9 p.m. in Michigan Tuesday night, but many very tight races in the country are still in question. So far, Republicans hold a slight edge in the House of Representatives, but too many races are yet to be determined. And at this point, the race for control of the United States Senate looks like it may come down to a runoff contest in Georgia, as neither candidate won a majority of votes. Under Georgia law, if that happens, there must be a runoff election on December 6th. In what might be seen as a miracle to a drought-stricken area, officials in Wyndon, Arizona discovered a 2,000-year-old reservoir under their town. Typically, in the West, water sources exist in the form of underground rivers. These subterranean rivers are being drained by foreign landowners who are emptying them for agricultural use as they grow alfalfa for their cattle. If it is not overused, this reservoir may be estimated to last many years. Here's to responsible water use. On the other side of the break, Jack will bring you state and local news. You are watching The Friday Show. Is it dinner time? Lunchtime? Breakfast time? Well, drop into Riverside Market in Montrose and Durand anytime. Come to Riverside Market for fresh fruits and vegetables, USDA choice meats, prime dairy products, and all kinds of specials and snacks. Come for a whole range of Spartan Nash, our family products, and don't forget about the bakery and deli. That's Riverside Market in Montrose and Durand. Stop in anytime and don't forget to give us a like on Facebook.
Welcome back. I'm Jack with state and local news. Dan Kildee has reclaimed his seat in Michigan's 5th District in the United States House of Representatives. Kildee faced a tough test against Republican Paul Young and won about 35,000 votes. This win gives Kildee his 6th term in Congress. Michigan's 5th Congressional District includes a large part of the greater Flint and greater Saginaw Bay City area near Midland. All 3 Michigan ballot proposals passed Tuesday night. Proposal 3, the most controversial of the trio, will now ensure a woman's reproductive right in the state constitution. The other proposals, one dealing with expanded voting rights and the other dealing with state legislator term limits and financial transparency, both passed as well. Flint boxing legend Anthony Durrell is once again helping his community. Durrell and his family are hosting their 5th annual Thanksgiving turkey drop. The event will start on Tuesday, November 22nd at 1401 West Dayton Street in Flint at 2 p.m. The Old Newsboys of Flint have started their annual Christmas program and are ready to help provide gifts and Christmas spirit for Flint children who otherwise wouldn't have a Christmas. If you are unable to enroll online, you can visit their offices at 6255 Taylor Drive to sign up in person. The voting for the mayor, school board, and county commissioners is finished. Congratulations to Colleen Brown, who has been elected to serve a 2nd term as the mayor of Montrose, and congratulations to the new school board members, Christopher Zielinski, Coetta Adams, Mary Crater, and Victoria Van Cura. Ellen Ellenberg was also voted onto the County Board of Commissioners. After the break, we will hear about all kinds of sports from Noah and Owen. You are watching The Friday Show.
Are you looking to add value to your home or business? Barrett Construction specializes in home and business remodeling improvements of all kinds, from deck, siding projects to bathroom, bedroom, cabinets, and kitchen remodeling. Pat Barrett and his Barrett Construction team does it all. Need help turning your attic or basement into a family living space? Barrett Construction can do the job. To add curb appeal to your home or business, make the right choice and call Barrett Construction.
Good evening, everyone. I am Noah Gross, bringing you college and professional sports. All of our Michigan teams won last weekend, so let's jump right in. The Michigan Wolverines traveled to New Jersey to face the 4-4 Rutgers Scarlet Knights last Saturday. The Wolverines went into halftime tied with the Scarlet Knights 17-17 and proved to the world that they are a second-half team. The Wolverines dropped 50 points in the second half while leaving the Scarlet Knights scoreless. Final score, Wolverines 52, the Knights 17. With the win, the Wolverines have outscored their opponents by a score of 100-3 in the second half this year. Michigan will host the Nebraska Cornhuskers this Saturday at 3:30 p.m. Michigan State traveled to Illinois and shocked the college football world by beating the Fighting Illini. Final score 23-15. The win elevates the Spartans' record to 4-5 as they are still in the hunt for bowl placement. The Spartans have not lived up to season's expectations, but Coach Mel Tucker isn't letting that get to the team's head. But in good news for the Spartans, 5-star quarterback Dante Moore from Detroit King, who was projected to sign with Oregon, may flip to Michigan State. The Spartans will host the 4-5 Scarlet Knights of Rutgers this Saturday at 12 p.m. The Detroit Lions finally pulled off the win. The Lions hosted the Green Bay Packers and won in a very defensive game. The Lions came up with forcing 3 Packers turnovers and limiting the Packers to just 9 points. Lions rookie safety Kirby Joseph won NFC Defensive Player of the Week with 2 interceptions, 3 pass breakups, and to top it all off, a career-high 10 tackles. Rookie defensive end Aiden Hutchinson also had himself a day, hauling in his first career interception. The Lions will travel to Soldier Field this Sunday to take on the Chicago Bears in another divisional rivalry game. Kickoff is slated for 1 p.m. That's going to do it for college and professional sports. Now over to Owen with Hometown Sports. Owen?
Thanks, Noah. I'm Owen with Hometown Sports. Our very own varsity football team went 7-4 this season and engaged in an absolute brawl with the Elkton Pigeon Bayport Lakers. Sadly, though, the Rams dropped their final contest, 28-14. Owen Emmendorfer was named Offensive Player of the game. Michael Stevenson was tagged Defensive Player of the game. Jay Spears won Special Teams of the game for the Lakers, and your blue-collar player of the game was Ethan Wisner of the Lakers. The Rams fought hard all season and are expected to be a new and improved squad next year. Can't wait. One local sport you might not know about is right here in Montrose, the GFL, the Noah Gross Football League. It is a small flag football league run by my colleague Noah Gross. The league consists of 35 players and 5 teams. In the league's last game, the All-American Hotshots took on the Elites. The Elites and Hotshots went back and forth for the first couple of drives, but the Hotshots took the game completely away, entering halftime 56-21. Then they ran away with the second half, winning by a 62-28 margin. The next game of the season will be the championship called the Tiki Bowl. If you'd like to watch the GFL, it can be seen on Mr. Gross 99 on YouTube. And the GFL needs more players, so if you are thinking about joining, talk to the man Noah Gross. That's it for Hometown Sports. Now over to Peyton with your daily announcements.
Hello, I'm Peyton Beck with this week's school announcements. A new Segment 2 Driver's Education class will be held December 5th through the 7th at the Real Life Church in Montrose. The cost of the class is $60. Please see Mr. Lunny for a contract. The Fall 2022 Parent-Teacher Conferences are just around the corner. Conferences will be held Monday, November 21st from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. and Tuesday, November 22nd from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. A special thanks to Dr. Marcia McAvoy for the outstanding anti-bullying presentation last night. Finally, World Kindness Day is this Sunday, November 13th. To celebrate, the National Honor Society is working with Communities First Incorporated to distribute candy to every student and staff member in Montrose schools. On World Kindness Day, everyone is encouraged to be kind to themselves and others. That's all for this week. Have a great weekend. We will see you next week. Now here's Colin with a final word.
Thanks, Peyton, and thank you all for tuning in. Make sure you come right back here next week for more news, sports, and more. I've been Colin Ogwyer with The Friday Show, and on behalf of the entire MDM-TV crew, thank you and good night.